Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Two world champs just dropped a signature disc and they're both in Bullseye plastic. We got one from Kristin Lätt. We got another one from Isaac Robinson. Let's see how these two fly. Let's go. Hey guys, Lat 64 has this cool plastic called Bullseye. Now this stuff looks fantastic. In fact, it's so good that two world champs decided to make their signature discs on these. So from Kristin Lätt, we have the Grace over here. Numbers on this are 11.6, -1.2. And then from Isaac Robinson, we have the Explorer. Numbers on this are 7.502. Now, does the Bullseye plastic fly less stable, more stable than the numbers would suggest? I don't know. We're gonna go find out. Let's go. All right, I'm super excited to test these out. Let's start with Kristin Lätt's Grace first. This thing looks fantastic, nice and domey. If this isn't a super meat hook, this thing should crush. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am loving that all day. I love it when there's a disc like this and the flight numbers are exactly how it flies. This Grace is perfect. Now let's jump on over to the Explorer. Like I said, Explorer numbers are 7.502. Let's see how she flies. All right, I would say that's flying exactly like the numbers. All right, first initial throws with these in Bullseye plastic. They're both flying exactly like the flight numbers, and I'm loving it. Explorer has been a great disc that I know a lot of you guys love. It's a great workhorse 7-speed disc that you can put in your bag for wooded rounds, open rounds. It'll do the job just about anywhere. And the Grace, I'm really starting to love this disc. It really crushes. It flies almost exactly like the flight numbers. So you don't need to have a super big arm speed to get some distance on this. These are both two fantastic discs in some fantastic plastic. All right, the Explorer did a really good job of going straight, having a nice 2 fade at the end. Let's see how it does on an Anhyzer. We're gonna put it on a little bit of an angle, see how soon it comes out. Oh, it's holding it. Getting the flat. Oh, that is perfect. Yes, this fairway driver is a great point and shoot Explorer type disc, which is great. All right, now let's try the Grace on an Anhyzer, see how it fights out. Yeah, holding it, fought out. Nice, strong finish. That's great. That's pretty much what I'd expect from a disc that's a 10 speed on up. They're gonna have a much greater fade at the end than slower speed discs. Now I do happen to have the Project Grip Grace. Let's try this one on the similar angle, see how this one compares. Yep, holds it, gets to flat. See that nice strong finish? Perfect. Yeah, I'd say the only difference between these two, Project Grip has a little bit extra grip on it, which I feel like I can get a little bit extra snap at the end. So it held that Anhyzer a little bit longer because I'm getting a little bit more spin on it as opposed to the Bullseye, but both fantastic. Explorer, Grace are flying just like the flight numbers, so true to the numbers, and this plastic's fantastic, but we need to try what they're gonna be like on some forehands. So let's try a forehand shot. All right, Grace has been fantastic. It's got nice stability on it. I'd say that -1, 2 is pretty much true to the numbers. Well, let's try it on a forehand. Yes. Oh, I'm loving that all day. Wow, that's so good. I gotta say, this thing is fantastic. Backhand, forehand, this thing crushes. If you're a big Grace fan, you definitely need to pick one of these up. All right, now the Explorer, great fairway driver. Love the numbers, 7.502. Let's see how it handles on forehand. Oh, laser beam straight. You gonna just go in the basket? Holy cow, wow. Man, I really loved the Explorer on a backhand, but I think I might love it even more on a forehand. That thing went laser straight on a forehand, held it, great stability. This is a fantastic disc. Well, when you have some good discs, you know it off the get-go, and these two are fantastic discs. We're gonna close out with one more shot. We're gonna put ourselves about 350 from a basket, and then I'm gonna use two different shots that I feel like are perfect for each one of these discs to get us there in the best position. All right, now we're sitting about 350. I'm gonna throw the Grace. I feel like the Grace's bread and butter is just putting something flat and counting on that 2 fade at the end. So we're just gonna start it a little bit to the right. Trust that's gonna fade in. That's the bread and butter for this disc. There we go, nice and flat, reliable finish. Let's go, a little bit past the basket. Yeah, this thing goes. It's a great straight flying disc, nice reliable finish, and I love this Bullseye plastic. Explorer is fantastic, backhand, forehand. In fact, I'm really impressed with how it performed on that last forehand, but a disc like this is just gonna be your bread and butter. Put it on an angle, hold that angle, get you close, reliable disc. So we're gonna close out by putting this slightly on a hyzer, having it finish up near the basket there. Let's go. Yes, just like that. Should hit and sit inside the circle. Yes, give us a circle's edge putt. That is the bread and butter of this Explorer, and I really love it in this Bullseye plastic, which looks fantastic. All right, guys, this new Bullseye plastic is fantastic. I love the way it looks, and both of these discs fly fantastic in it. Not too overstable, not too understable. Just like Goldilocks says, it's just right. So if you guys want to pick these up, you can go on over to Disc Golf Deals USA. We got them on over there. All right, until I see you guys next time, peace out.